I can tell you with 50% confidence that this will be the last video tonight. Just really tired tonight. It's only 10 o'clock. But when I was doing that last video, I was thinking about Pride and working at Pride, and there's something I can never forget about that place. There's two short stories. This shouldn't be more than 10 minutes. Joe was the smallest, maybe 4'5", if he was lucky. Thin, black guy. He wore one of the mesh back baseball hats with the foamish kind of front, and the ones that clipped in the back. And he always had a radio or something, and he chewed angry. Oh, he chewed angry. His face just always looked mad. He was the teeniest little guy, and he talked like he was 20 feet tall. Like, I think he lived in Middleborough, from what I understand. He used to hang out outside of a Cumberland Farms. Isn't it funny? That must be just something that draws. I don't know. Well, Joe used to be either the first guy at the warehouse or like waiting outside for them to open the warehouse to come in. Like, he was a client. And whenever he'd see me pull into the parking lot and come his way, he'd look at me and say, "Ah, you old taco," every day. And he'd shake my hand and laugh. And he'd shake it for a good uncomfortable minute. And sometimes I'd ask him what he was listening to. And he'd usually at that point, and this is a quote, so I'm not, "Go fuck yourself, you old taco." He'd look at me and say that, and I'd be like, "All right, well, I'll see you later, Joe." "Yeah, I'll see you later." And that would be the end of the conversation. He always had a coffee, like from 7-Eleven or something. And sometimes he was just really nice, and he'd pat me on the back, which always hurt, because he just had this slap or pat you on the back. What are you going to do? You're like, that little guy is hurting me every day I come in here. That was Joe. And I remember the only time I ever set him off, I felt so bad. He was like, "Hey, you old taco." And I got there and I said, "Hey, how you doing, you old taco?" And that was it. Kelly, he just called my mother a slut, I believe. That's were the next words out of his mouth. I was like, Kelly was one of the supervisors, I think. Kelly, he just called my mother. It was even worse than that. I'm not gonna. I don't want to say it on here, but she knew right away that I hadn't said that, and she was just like, "Yeah, I'm sure he did, Joe. I'll talk to him about it." And that was it. And then the next time I saw him, it was like it never happened. But him and Wayne. Now, I wasn't witness to this, but it doesn't surprise me. There's those really tall, bright bathrooms in Pride. I can't remember why. There must have been a skylight or something. And I remember I went in there once. No. I had come out, and Wayne was in there. If you live in Taunton, you know Wayne. He rides he rides the red bike, the Pee Wee Herman bike around. I think he passed away about 10 years ago. He was a nice guy. I liked him a lot. He always would say hi in the morning. "Whoa, hey, Jason, get over here. Whoa. What do they got you doing today?" That was Wayne. Or at least in my mind, that was Wayne. And Pat Russell had gone into the bathroom when he was in once, and he said all he could hear Wayne going was, he was in the stall with the door shut going, "Poopy doopy ding dong ding." Like that was him. But I would love to have witnessed that, because it makes me laugh just thinking about it. Oh, see, it's only 4.5 minutes. I got done well before the 10-minute mark, but I thought of those two people. I mean, I could tell you about Tony Borba, who was one of the managers that came in probably 2 years after I'd been there. And, like, he was just a raging alcoholic. His face was always red, and, I mean, in the morning. And I feel bad for him now, because that sucks that he was in that position. But I shouldn't have used his real name. Maybe I can put some music or something over that. I don't think it really matters. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was thinking. It'd be kind of fun to do a 100th subscriber contest. Like, not like the first one is any less worthy than the 100th, but I think it'd be kind of like a fun time to do some kind of a contest. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I was thinking about just being like, turning all the lights on and being like, anything you see here, what do you want? What do you want? This is all for sale here, son. Oh, well, I'm going to leave you with this. Well, let me show you this. This is, these are about $15, or I think I paid $15 for this. It's a Behringer. They don't make the best quality stuff. Actually, the best compression pedal I've ever used, no, it's a tube emulator pedal, is by Behringer. It's like a $15 pedal, and it sounds awesome. This is like a USB, and I just recently got a really small, compact, that's exactly what I wanted, a tape player. I think it's like, I think I paid like $5 for it, but it's kind of cool. It's literally just got outputs like this on the back. It's a, wait a minute. I might be able to get it. Yeah. Oh, so heavy. Yeah. It's a, it's from, oh shit. It's a realistic, so it's not like the best thing in the world, but I just loved the size of it. I mean, don't you agree? I mean, you don't have to agree, but that's the front. Real easy, too. It's got your left and right, so you could actually pan them, what's coming in. Which I might be able to actually use this. Well, I don't need to record tapes anymore. That's right. Tape counter, Dolby NR. We got that, huh? Tape select, normal, metal, or CR. Oh, I can't remember that. I do remember that, but I'm just going to put normal. So, why did I get this? Why? Oh, you want to convert some old tapes. I mean, nowadays, like, any kind of music, you could want that's ever been popular, you could probably find it online digitally somewhere. I mean, even you can go even deeper than that and go local. Like, there's still a Blair's Garage website out there that a fan created. I sent them a bunch of music too. I'll put a link to it at 7:40. That was a good time. Those years, those studio years, going to see Blair's. It was fun. So, what do we got in here? This may not mean Wait a minute. This is actually a revelation to me. Because I thought I had put a tape in here, but I apparently haven't yet. Because this is someone's tape called 50 Sweet Bands. And it looks like tape 2 and of 3, or side 1, tape 3. Okay. And tape 3, side 2. 50 Sweet Bands. I'm going to have to listen to this because someone took the time on this wonderful audio, I can't read that, low noise, 60-minute tape. It'd be fun, you know? Someone just didn't want that anymore, I guess, or they're dead. This is the one right here. This is awesome. That's live band recordings. I don't know if you know whose handwriting that is, but it's very distinct. That's Mario. So, I don't know what's on this tape. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually the, you know, it sounds silly, but like an audition tape. Like, they made this so that they could audition singers to come sing for them. And so that thing actually came with something I had already, I think. Oh no, I needed it to dump down off of, I have this like hard drive recorder. And so I got this and it did the job, although I think there's something weird going on. There's a frequency sound, like it's just annoying. Alright, now I'm nearing the 10-minute mark. Okay, so with that, I think I managed to make it through the third video for the night. And that's why I said you're not going to see a fourth one, because I'm going to either pass out because I'm so tired, or I'll just literally fade into nothingness. Oh, I wish I had green screened myself at that point so that I could have faded into nothingness. Kind of like a Back to the Future thing. Alright. Good night, everybody.